Good morning everyone, today we're looking at a dual unboxing of two DHgate A-grade replica GMTs. This sort of debate has been going on for a while, but which one's sort of the best, which one do I go for, but it's entirely personal choice really. But I'm doing this video really so you can see the two side by side in a little more detail and in high definition, so you can pretty much just compare them like for like. See what you think. Don't worry about the two colour differences in the boxes. They're both DHgate A-grade replica boxes, but there's no industry sort of standard with how the colour comes out. They might just be, it just depends, and also it's the lighting from LEDs angled a bit more this way, so it might be because of that as well. There's no sort of standard for how the box should look. But enough about the boxes, let's have a look at the actual watch. So on the right hand side we've got the Batman, and here we've got the Pepsi. My favourite, but I'm going to try and stay unbiased today. So in terms of the face value and the prices, they're the same grade, they're the same movement, so we'll unbox them in the same sort of fashion. So they've both got a 41mm case diameter roughly, and roughly a 14 to 12mm case thickness. So they're very, very similar. They both weigh 160 odd grams, and they both use a 2813 movement, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's a 2813. And yeah, they both retail similar sort of prices. You can get these for around about probably £40–50 on DHgate. If you want to get like a U1 grade, which is the step up from this before you get to clone, you can pay an extra, I think it's like extra £30 or something, and then you get a bit more closer to the beginner's design sort of specs for them as well. So yeah, let's have a look at the dials. So they've both got the same kind of dial. They've both got matte black finish, well, gloss finish dial on there. Both got ceramic bezels. That's according to the specs. I had to double check that. And they're both very, very similar in terms of inside the face here. All the sort of face value differences, apart from all the obvious, are the same essentially. So the grading, the glass is all the same. The glass is both mineral glass, but you can opt to have sapphire glass if you want to. You can also opt for the waterproofing. It entirely depends on what you want. There's lots of options available on DHgate from different sellers. So I wonder if I can do this. There you go. So is this possible? There you go. So that's a dual turning of the bezels. They're both bi-directional. I don't really like bi-directional bezels. I'm more a unidirectional one. It doesn't give a lot of give to make these bezels move, so just be careful when you're wearing it. I'd probably go for like a U1 or something like that if you wanted a Pepsi, because then you get the similar sort of quality to a beginner design for a not too bad price. They both got the sort of the full GMT markings on the face there, as you can see. Both sort of splash proof, I'd say, to 30 meters or so. Coming out to the casing, both got full stainless steel casing, got all the way around the outside. So let's have a look at the crown. I'll have a look at the crown on the Pepsi. Both they're the same crowns, so there's no difference whatsoever really in the crowns. You can hear that winder turning in the back there. First position on the crown. A little bit, it does feel crunchy. You don't get that much of a crunchy effect when you go up to the like U1s and stuff like that. A decent amount of feedback on the crown. With this specific model, you usually have to ask for the GMT function to be working, or look for a listing that says it's working. This one doesn't, as you can see here, because you've got a bi-directional functional crown that will operate GMT and the date dial respectively. Let's take it out of this. There. Move those to one side for a minute. Come down to straps. The main reason I also did this review is so you can have a look, obviously, at both watches compared next to each other, as well as the straps, so you can decide what sort of strap you want to go for. I'm going to be, I think I've done a video about the straps. I did that yesterday, I believe. Can't remember the exact date, but they both got a 20mm strap. And the Pepsi, so the Pepsi has a Jubilee style strap with these sort of half link size links. And then you've got the Batman, which is on an oyster petrol strap. Come down to the clasps. Clasps are very, very similar. They've both got easy link locking systems as well. Both got a double fold over clasp. I can show you that on this one. There you go. Both got the sort of that stainless steel finish inside there. The only difference is the amount of adjustment. So the I won't touch on this too much because I've done a video about the different sort of straps, but there's drawbacks and benefits to each strap. But if you're going to be adjusting the Jubilee strap, it's just a little bit more of a fiddle because you've got to hammer in pins and rather than unscrew it, which is what you get on the Oyster strap. That's the only sort of, it's just the main sort of highlight difference between the two, obviously apart from the visual effect that they give. Let's have a look with on the wrist, because I know people will be commenting about that. And we'll do this one as well. You compare the like for like on your wrist. Down a bit. So there we go, guys. That is the dual unboxing of the Pepsi GMT from DHgate as well as the Batman from DHgate. Sitting next to the Seiko Pro Packs.